Greetings, fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll the Hard 20 podcast. It is I, your trusted Dungeon Master Brian, welcoming you to another episode of our Dragon's Demand run-through. But before we begin, every so often I like to touch base with all of you fellow slingers out there and just kind of give you a state of the show, finger on the pulse kind of feeling. And it is official that we will be bringing back the Hard Slingers alumni for a few more episodes of our Carrion Crown run-through. More so because it looks like we will be losing one of our Hard Slingers. I've kind of alluded to this through the past couple of episodes. And Kush will be moving on for a couple of years, actually. He's taken a job that inhibits him from being part of the show. And while we wish him well, we still want to try to wrap up Talos in our Carrion Crown run-through. So be staying tuned for that. And Eric, of course, will be back, as well as the Doctor. So we're looking forward to that. On to some other lighter things, like the business at hand. I just want to remind everyone out there that if you're enjoying the podcast, there are several ways you can show it. Number one, consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. For as little as $1, it really does help out the show. And you'll see over on the Patreon page that there are all different tiers that, for all different kinds of swag, pictures, gold coins, stickers, even t-shirts at certain levels. So head on over there and check that out. Also, make sure you follow us on any one of our social media platforms, i.e. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Another way of showing that you are enjoying the show is to subscribe to us on whatever podcast app you happen to listen to the show on. Don't forget, leave us that 5-star rating and review, because yes, it really does help. And I subscribe to our own channel. Kind of like a shill, right? Isn't that cool? Also, be sure to join us over on YouTube at RolledHard20. Hit that like button and subscribe to us and make sure, because let me tell you, it really does help the show be seen. I can't see it at work though, and I think it's because we have all these blocks going on and it is not safe for work. And I've clicked the little button to make sure that everybody knows it's not safe for work, but we don't give a fuck. And finally, one of the best ways that you could help out the show is to be sure to tell someone. Tell a friend, tell a family member. If you are enjoying this show, sorry, I kind of got these notes here. I'm kind of looking at them if you can't tell. Tell them about the show, because word of mouth really does help. Not so much ass to mouth, unless you're kind of into that, but word of mouth really does help out. So, if you're down in the dumps or someone that is down in the dumps, be sure to tell them about the show, because sometimes, I've experienced this firsthand, that if you're having a tough time and sometimes you just want to hear people with a little bit of levity to help bring your spirits up, especially with everything that's been going on for literally the past year on this planet. And I know it really helps me to listen to other shows that are comical, or you hear these guys just having a blast playing a game that I wish I had more time to play, or I wish I was in a group playing. And I know we can't always get into a group, and sometimes we can't even find a group online. The next best thing, do it vicariously. So join us, be part of our family. In all of you fellow slingers out there, if you know people out there, be sure to bring them into the fold. I kind of rambled on for a while there, and I hope I didn't go too long, but I hope it does strike a chord with everyone's heart. All that being said, I think we're about done here. So let's warm up our dice and top off our glass as Roll the Hard 20 Podcast presents episode 11 of our Dragon's Demand run-through, Kobold Crisis.
Was airplane when you were
Really? I was thinking
long.
about the crows from Dumbo.
I don't remember.
Did they
I don't
speak
remember
jive?
Dumbo.
Oh God! Like
But Big Chief
Those-
Rojas, he's gonna
those-
have us, dude.
those crows are the reason that on Disney Plus, Dumbo now has a quote unquote racist flag. It's like this film has not aged well.
Oh, they gotta give you warning markers for everything.
Who's how you
Zero.
doing?
Good, man. Just finished up morning work. Ready to play some D&D.
Ready to bring your character to its ultimate closure.
Right now?
I'm signing you off. No, just kidding.
All right. It's nice being here.
Stabby drives his dagger between the third and fourth rib of.
And twists the blade.
Twist is
Twistas?
not twisted, but twist is.
Twistas?
Twists.
Dude,
Yeah, I thought
twist is
I
the
thought-
blade.
I thought we were still doing the jive talk. We're not doing that anymore? All right.
Oh, you want to join me? Okay, here. Let me email you the dialogue between the kobolds. We got Doc kobolds.
And Shorty.
And Shorty.
Shorty.
Oh, we
That's
all ready.
SHORTEE.
With an I somewhere in there too. Two
Shoddy or
H's.
shoddy?
2 H's Shotty?
Two H's and one Y and an I.
Right,
Greetings,
before you-
fellow slingers. Welcome back to Roll a Hard 20 podcast. It is I, your trusted Dungeon Master, Brian, and with me, the Hard Slingers.
Yeah.
Cool man.
Let's do it.
Just to remind everyone before we begin, we got this awesome t-shirt created by our famed artist and creator of the logo, Samwise Didier. You can find that in the show notes. There's a link to our Amazon. Head on over there, pick up that shirt. It's for you. So we're just going to jump right into where we left off last time. Stubby, you were peeking around the corner and you noticed there were several kobolds down at about 20 feet away from you in a large cutout cavern. They appear to be standing around bedrolls, straw, a couple of other miscellaneous items. And as you look down there, you notice there are 4 of them. One of them appears to be standing even further back. From what you guys had noticed, he was the one that seemed to have the more controlled, deeper voice, telling basically the rest of the guys, you know, we got to keep it in control here. We got to get back to the blood vow and let them know before the humans find out we were responsible. Otherwise, all hell's going to break loose. So we had you looking around the corner. Behind you was Sirkin, and then Warren, Flint, and then Griswold was in the very back of that.
Sounds like their accents changed.
Not at all, motherfucker. Man, I'm telling you right now, if we don't get back to the big chief and let him know that we collapsed the whole tower, we're going to be in for it. We were just supposed to take out Hunclay. That was it. That was it.
All right, so I'm going to go back to the party and tell them what I have observed around the corner. You know, I look at Griswold and I say, Griswold, there are 4 kobolds around the corner, and there's one big kobold. I think he's the leader, but he's kind of towards the back. And I overheard them saying that they're responsible for bringing the tower down. They were trying to kill Hunclay, the wizard that we heard about in town. What do you think? Do you think we should engage these guys or follow them? Or I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like I want to put an arrow in a kobold's head.
I think we should follow them first, see what else we can learn. Do you think the wizard that they tried to kill is the one that the body we saw not too far back?
No, I don't think so. The lead kobold specifically said Hunclay, that they were trying to get Hunclay, and I don't think. Well, you know what? It could be Hunclay, because I recall that they said they hadn't seen the old wizard in quite some time in town. Maybe it is Hunclay.
Do we
If
want
there's
to?
a way we can identify him, that'd be helpful. Maybe he writes his name in his underwear.
You know, I tried to make the check last time.
Warren, what were you going to say?
So I'll gesture Stabby over real quick, and I'm assuming like the ground here is like there's enough like dirt where I could like make a quick sketch or something, right?
Yeah, it's dark, and he does not have night vision.
Yep.
So you want to light?
Not only am I colorblind, I don't have dark vision.
They're useless.
Totally. Says Circuit from the front. You know what? You're fucking worthless. Get down on
The other option that we have is we can take out the underlings and then keep the boss, as it were, and interrogate him.
How do you intend to keep the leader, the main guy, disengaged from the fight if we're going to attack the other kobolds?
Surprise! You said he was in the back, correct?
He's like 5 feet away from them. The other ones are kind of huddled around each other, talking, and he's kind of like standing a few feet away from them, but more towards the back of this cutout cavern.
So
this time,
I need you to be very specific here, Stabby. If I am to walk around this corner, how close is the closest kobold?
I think, if I recall, they were roughly 20 feet.
Okay.
From when we ran, when I looked around the corner, they're about 20 feet away.
Okay. And are they arranged generally in like a diamond, a square?
I did not observe their formation.
they're almost in a triangular formation with the fourth individual outside of the triangle, but towards the rear of the cavern. Griswold, go ahead and make a perception check.
All right, good. Let's see, what do I add to this? 23.
23. You hear like almost like a gravel shift behind you.
I quickly turn around.
You turn around and you see two figures creeping towards your group. They have spears in their hands.
The party.
What's that?
I alert the rest of the party.
You do alert the rest of the party, and you hear these two hiss, spit at the ground, and say, "Oh, your ass is ours now." And we're going to go straight in to some initiative. Let's roll this shit up.
What do these look like?
They look just like kobolds.
Oh, okay.
With spears, though.
With spears.
Woo. Roll that shit out. Flint, what do you have?
I'm going with a hard 4.
That doesn't beat my hard 20, but I'm proud of it.
I've got news for you. I don't think a 4 is very hard.
Warren.
I have a 12.
12. Sirkin.
10.
Stabi.
20. Not hard.
And
Very
Griswold.
flaccid.
I'm very flaccid.
9.
9. Let me arrange this stuff really quick. That's not bad, though, Stabi.
Yeah. Way to bring it on the first
Way to
roll.
bring it, yeah, right?
It's too bad he can't see jack or shit, and he's gonna wind up tripping over his own ankles.
Hopefully we'll bring some fire around.
So, Stabi,
That's what
where
I'm
are
here
you
for.
located at right now?
I'm back at the group.
Okay, so you've come back around the corner.
I've come back to the group. I was advising them of what I saw around the corner.
You hear a bowstring draw back from inside the cavern that you were just looking at. What are you going to do, Stabi?
I'm going to attempt to hide, go stealth.
Okay. Make your stealth.
14.
14. They do not know you were there as you were behind them. Warren, you see those two individuals that were at the back behind Kush begin to move forward. Kush, you are directly in front of them as they close the distance with their spears. 16
That'll hit.
for 6 points of damage. The other one moves up to Sirkin, who's right next to you, and will miss. Two other ones that were in the cavern begin to move forward and turn the corner, and they see Stabi and Warren. One of them attacks Stabi for 17 for 3 points of damage, and the other one attacks you, Warren. Not with that die because it just fell off, with a natural 1. He needs to make a dex save, and he retains his spear in his hand. Warren, you just saw these two come around the corner. You know there's two more remaining in that cutout. There's two more on the other side behind Griswold. What are you going to do?
Okay, so there are 4 kobolds in my immediate sight.
Right. There's
Okay.
2 in front of you, 2 behind you, and 2 still remaining back in that
Okay.
that little
Was
cavern
Was one of the ones in front of me or behind me the one that engaged me?
behind you.
Okay.
The other ones are on the other side of your comrades, back coming from the way you came.
Okay. I would like to try to angle myself so that there is a straight line between the kobold who attacked me and the other one that came from behind, and none of my allies are in between them.
Okay, there's no other allies between you and them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you planning on leaving that threatened square or staying engaged with it?
Oh no, I will be staying in melee.
Okay.
But like if I have to like sidestep or something, I'll still be in
because the way
range.
they came, they're almost abreast of each other at this point. One attacked Stabi, the other attacked you. You would actually have to move around the northern one to get them both against the southern wall. Does that make sense? As they come around and you guys are right here, this is you. You would have to go up to get them this way.
Okay, but I can move around him without leaving his...
just don't leave his threatened square.
Okay, I won't. So, I will kind of like, Warren's got like his hand out in kind of like a warding gesture of sort. And I will kind of step away around this kobold. As I do so, I will say in Draconic to it, you know, you should not sneak up on people in the dark. Here, let me give you a little light to see by. And I will use a Burning Hands spell to fry both of those kobolds. So they need to make a dexterity save of 13.
One of them, the one directly in front of you, takes the full brunt of it. The other one manages to sidestep this attack.
Okay, so the one that is immediately in front of me takes 11 points of fire damage.
Woo!
The one that successfully saves takes 5 points, as he's probably still singed around the edges.
Yeah, you see half of his face is taking this bubble-ish effect as he gets a little cooked. Sirkin, you now see this whole thing going sideways. You're in the middle between Griswold and Flint and Stabi and Warren. What do you want to do?
Is that Kobold still right in front of me? The one that tried to attack me? Or did,
Yes. Yeah, they haven't moved. As soon as they came around the corner and one of them attacked you, he's the one that took half the damage.
Okay.
The other one that took the full brunt is still in front of Warren at this time.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
I would like to attack the Kobold right directly in front of me with both. Take out both my short swords. Try to attack him. Let's see. Does a 17 hit?
That's going to hit.
Okay. 3 points of damage. Second one was 23. And that'll be 7 points of damage.
7. And by the way, I actually forgot to do this because his turn was being held because he couldn't see you. But Warren, as soon as you made that move around to the northern portion, you hear this bowstring snap as an arrow goes flying across towards you.
Oh shit.
16?
Is exactly my AC.
For 5 points of damage as this arrow screams from the cavern up the passageway and strikes you.
You guys
Sirkin, is there
hear like cursing in other
Draconic?
languages.
Sirkin, is there anything else you want to do?
Not at this moment, no.
Okay. Griswold. These
So-
two individuals have come up behind you
Okay. So
Possibly from the
there's-
northern passage where it was very dark.
Okay. I will attack the one that attacked me,
Okay.
or hit me, I should say. So crack the thorn whip. I lost that dice. Let's see here. Does 19 hit?
That will hit.
All right. So I do 5 points of piercing damage to it.
Very good.
And that will be my turn.
Flint. All hell's breaking loose in this cavern. With your dark vision, you see 2 kobolds coming up from behind. You see 2 of the other ones coming up from the front. You see an arrow launching from a blind corner at Warren. What are you going to do?
Since I am closer in the back, I am going to try to hold the ground over there. You said there was 2. There's one that has been untouched, so I'm going to need that one
Unmolested.
to make a dex save for me.
Make a dex save for you. 20.
13s with 20, that will pass. So I am absolutely useless at this moment. There's still some distance between us, right? Between me
Yeah,
and the
there's
second
10
kobold.
feet away from you because he went
Okay.
to Griswold first.
All right, perfect.
Warren, again, you hear this arrow fire off at you and strike the wall behind you, and you hear this cursing from that cavern. We're going to hold here. We're going to wait for them to come down this way. Whatever you say, man. Stubby, you hear this coming from further down the cavern. What do you want to do?
How far am I from Warren?
15 feet away from him at this point.
And how close is the next closest kobold?
5 feet. He's right up on you. But he looks like he's had his grill kind of worked over.
Okay, are there any of my party within proximity of that kobold as well that's on me?
Not that one, no.
Okay, so Warren and I are kind of off on our own. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my rapier and attack that kobold. A miserable 7.
That's going to pathetically miss.
Okay. I am going to attempt cunning action and hide
Okay,
again.
make your roll.
That's a 22.
Nice.
Doesn't
Is
even
there a
see you.
halfling here?
But I will tell you what, I actually forgot about something. Warren, the one that's had been attacking you earlier.
Then
he
I
feels
fried his face off.
Yeah, he feels invigorated that his ally is so close to him, which I forgot about. And he attempts to attack you again with his spear with advantage. And that will hit for 4 points of damage, because I'm sure 24 will hit. The other one's behind Griswold and Flint. The first one attacks Griswold for 16.
Kill it.
Oh, for 10 points of damage. And the other one will attack you, Flint. 17
17 will hit.
for 6 points. Warren, all hell has broken loose. You see these kobolds reinvigorated. What would you like to do?
Okay,
You also know
so-
that there's 2 other entities that are further down in the cavern, and one of them looks to just be honing in on you every time that he sees you move in the dark down that way.
How far away is he?
He's about 25 feet or so.
Okay, so I can clearly see him.
You can clearly see him. You see this more buffer looking kobold, buff kobold. He's got some he's got some bejazzle about him, and he's just got his bow knocked up and pulled back, waiting for a clear shot at you.
And juicing on
And
those
you see right
potion
next to
bottles.
him another kobold with his spear out.
And then I also have this kobold that's right in front of me.
Yes.
Is the kobold that is in front of me, is there another kobold that is within 5 feet of him?
Yes.
Okay. So...
And that's how they're getting there's pack tactics.
Right. So, and the one that is right in front of me is the one that took my Burning Hand spell, like, full frontal.
Full frontal, yeah.
Okay. Warren slips a dagger out of his sleeve and then goes to stab the kobold that's right in front of him. And as he does so, green flames spark off of the blade.
Ooh, yes. Describe for me.
So first off, sorry, my dice are rolling really slowly here.
That's why I use these.
Right.
Roll for initiative dice.
So that is a 17 to hit.
17 is going to hit.
Okay. So that kobold in front of me takes 2 points of fire damage and 5 points of piercing damage.
So as this flame envelops his belly and you pierce him with this dagger, describe for me this kobold's death.
So this kobold actually, like green flame, just erupts from the wound, and just in a flash, he's nothing but like cinders and ash. And actually, the flash of fire is so much so that the kobold that is next to him also takes 3 points of fire damage.
3 points of damage.
Oh,
Flash of fire. Describe how this aura of flame engulfs and annihilates his partner right beside him.
It is just the flame just erupts from the wound and then conflagrates, and Warren just makes a quick sigil with his hand, and it seems to push the flame into his ally.
Does it look like this?
Yes, that is exactly how it looks.
Did you want to move anywhere? Or you want to stay where you're at?
Can I move into a spot that is like just around the corner, or at least so that I have a little bit of cover from the archers?
The width of this this passageway is about 7.5 feet, and you've got Flint and Griswold side by side, and to move past them, like through them, would actually incur attacks of opportunity from the other two that are on the opposite side of them.
Okay. I was just wondering if like there was like a little outcropping, or like we had like wandered through some barricades or something.
No, that was back in the way back in the other room, at least 60 feet. So
in that case, I will just simply turn around to the others and I will yell at them in as coarse a draconic as I possibly can. You are next.
Bring it, dog. Sirkin,
Yes.
what would you like to do? You're right next to where Warren just basically annihilated the individual that was attacking you specifically. You see these two kobolds just burn down to a crisp. You know that there are two more around the corner because you could see that Warren's already taken an arrow from whatever's going on down that way, but you know that there are more enemies down that way. But you also see that Griswold and Flint are engaged. But you can't get to those two, by the way, without trying to get through them. Yeah, they're almost like a front line in this tight corridor that you guys are in.
Okay. And then I'm probably going to head towards Warren and try to see if I can try to peek around the corner and see what is actually shooting at him.
Okay. You see two kobolds down there. One of them just this real buff-looking mother, and he's got his bow drawn back, and the arrow that's in his bow at this point is actually lit at the tip. You see like a little flame at the end of it.
Okay. In that case, I'd like to put away my short swords and bring out my short bow.
Okay.
Could I attack, or should I wait till next turn?
Well, you have to drop your swords, and then you can pull out your bow and fire if you want to.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to drop my short swords on the ground, pull out my short bow. and try to attack the kobold with the actual bow and the flame.
Okay.
That is 15.
15 misses. Hits the wall. Griswold.
All right. So I think I have to do this to survive. So I am
Teleport out.
Peace out.
Later.
I'm going to use my bonus action to wild shape into a brown bear, and then I'm going to multi-attack.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
So first I'm going to bite into the kobold in front of me. That is a 17 on the dice.
That's going to hit.
I hate to be a stickler here, but
Yeah.
are brown bears large creatures?
They are large.
Okay.
I don't know if that cavern is going to accommodate you being 7 feet wide.
Are
It
brown
will-
bears more than 7 feet wide?
Well, they would not.
So the space
I
of a
think I
large
would
creature...
probably push Flint out.
Like,
of the way.
I suddenly feel like Flint is probably going like...
Yeah,
Okay,
against the
so
I think
wall.
that-
you would
that
actually
happens.
push Flint out of melee with them then, if you're
Yeah.
okay with doing that.
Yeah.
I'm down.
You're down?
I'm down. Just kidding.
This brown bear don't.
So that is
Honey badger don't give a fuck.
that's 8 piercing damage for the bite.
Did it hit? Or are you just going to tell me what you're going to do to these guys?
22. You tell me what their AC is.
Oh, yeah, okay. It hits. So 8 piercing?
And then 21 to hit on the claw,
Okay.
and that is 11 slashing damage.
You want to tell me how?
Mauled, man.
Again, I sink my teeth into the neck, and then I just tear it to shreds with my claws.
That's got to taste like shit.
Dirty
Like
cabal.
for the next
Shish kebab.
hour, after he gets back to his like normal form, Griswold's just gonna be like,
Yeah.
So, Flint, you've watched Griswold just basically, transform or into this giant bear, push you out of the way behind him. Just basically just tear up one of the kobolds, leaving one left, but you can't get to him. What would you like to do? You know that the passage is clear to go the other way, back towards where Warren and Sirkin and Stubby are.
Can
Ride the bear. Ride the bear.
I know. I was thinking about it. Hopping on his shoulders. It's
I
already
don't
a
know,
tight
man.
squeeze.
You don't know if this bear's on coke or not, dude. That'd be easy with that.
I
You
feel-
haven't been. You haven't been to a hard strike party. Can I?
Flint, hard line.
hard
Say,
to ride.
I was
line.
wondering, is there a way that I can see the other Cabal, even if I can't get through? Because, I mean, if I cast a spell through him, I just need a clear sight of him, right?
You could cast the spell with disadvantage. I'll give you that. Because between the bear, oozing and whatnot, occasionally you can see him. But if you want to cast it at disadvantage, or give me advantage on the roll if it's a dex save.
What's a
Are
dex save?
you are you using Sacred Flame?
I was.
So
Planning to.
just a point to consider. Sacred Flame very specifically says that it ignores half cover.
Oh, okay. Then I just need to make one save.
Covered. Oh, okay.
5.
5. That is going to be a fail.
That is a fail.
So you are going to take 5 points of radiant damage.
You don't care. Just brushes it off.
I mean, he says that, and then he sticks his fit in there.
Well, Warren, this individual that was way down below, you see him launch this arrow that is inflamed on the tip at you. For 19,
That will hit.
that will hit for 7 points of piercing damage and 2 points of fire damage as this flaming
So-
arrow strikes you.
I take half damage from the fire.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I still only have 8 hit points, so I suddenly go down.
Oh, shit. You watch this genie in a bottle fall down to the floor. You hear this laughter. Give it up, supposed heroes. Stabby, you see Warren take your place on the ground. I can't hear you. You're going to have to unmute yourself there. I still can't hear you. There you go. Say it again. I still can't hear you. He's
You're
totally
muted, man.
Is he doing his best Stabby impression?
Yes.
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 He's just laying there, motionless.
Do I still have the one kobold that's right in front of me, or did his?
Nope, they're both dead.
They're both dead. Okay.
They're both dead.
Okay.
This individual who saved your cheese,
How far is Warren from me now?
he's still 15 feet away from you.
15 feet. Can I, with my limited vision, can I see the buff kobold?
If you look down, you can't see because there seems to be some kind of a small little fire that's been going in that cavern, which was originally what everybody saw when they saw that soft glow before, which led you to this way.
So, I'm still stealth. What can I make it to the buff kobold?
Probably not. Not at the distance you'd have to travel. You still have to travel 25 feet.
Yep.
How you gonna do that without being seen if they've got dark vision?
Well, I'm stealth. Because remember,
Well,
I went
it's stealth to
myself.
hide. You have to roll stealth to move
For
towards
each
them.
move, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
If you want to, go right ahead.
and then behind me is Cocaine Bear and the rest of the party,
Circuit and Flint, yeah.
Yeah.
and there's no kobolds by them.
There's still one back there.
And
In
how
front of
far
Coke
is
Bear.
that kobold?
He's probably 15 feet away from you, where you are at the corner of that passageway,
Okay.
and then Flint, and then Griswold, and then the Kobold.
Do I have clear line of sight to the kobold?
Which one?
The one closest to Cocaine Bear, Flint, and
No, he's behind partial cover.
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to move towards buff kobold.
Okay. Roll your stealth.
That's an 11.
You hear this laughter. Look at this idiot.
Yeah.
So you could still move, but you don't have the attack, the advantage to the attack. Did you want to still try to come up and attack these two?
Yeah, I'm gonna attack with my short bow.
Okay. So you're
That's
still
an
at least
18?
10 feet away from them, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
I rolled an 18.
that hits.
Okay. And 4 points of piercing damage.
Very good.
And then I'm going to execute a cunning action and attempt stealth again.
Okay.
That's a 11.
Where'd he go? I don't know, man. He was there a moment ago. But you got one of them. So the two kobolds remain down in that cavern. The one in front of you, Griswold, will attempt to attack you with a spear.
Probably hit.
17
Yep.
for 6 points.
Okay.
And that's all he can do. Flint. Wait. Sorry. Warren. Need you to make a death save. Have I
was
missed
gonna say.
anybody? Durkin, did I miss you?
I think I'm after Warren.
Okay. Warren, you need to
Yeah,
make a
like
death
I'm
save.
like dead last.
Okay.
That is a 19.
19. Good job. Sirkin.
I'm just gonna try to attack that big kobold again. Hopefully this time it'll hit. That's 22.
That's going to hit.
Sweet. D8 for 7 points of damage.
Want to do anything else?
I'm gonna say right where I am.
Griswold, are you still in bear form?
Yep.
Cocaine bear. Let's do this.
Cocoa
Yeah,
bear.
you underestimate how much health Brown Bear has. All right, I am going to. Well, okay. First is the bite. So I'm going to take a bite of this kobold, hopefully. That is 23 to hit
That's going to hit.
for 11 points of piercing damage.
Tell me about this piercing damage, how it annihilates this kobold.
I guess I just I rip off his head with my teeth.
So,
Um,
after you kill this kobold, by the way,
yeah.
your entire back space is now open at this point.
Is it kind of like straight all the way down, or is there like corners or?
No, there's a curvature to it where it goes to the southeast, and then it looks like it goes back up to the northwest, and that
Okay.
would return you back to the fork, where you could either go north to where you saw the dark spot in the floor, or you could go south back into where the collapse originated in this collapsed tower.
Got it. I just want to go far back enough to check around the corner to make sure there's no more kobolds trying to come from behind.
Okay, it's going to probably take you the full motion at that point.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Flint.
Flint, slowly walking away from coked out bear, seeing that he's got it handled. I'm going to make my way up to Warden. And is teabagging still a free action?
It's always been. Teabagging is always a free action.
I'm sorry, I don't think we know each other well enough for you to teabag me.
Oh, you're doing it to Warren?
You're dead.
I thought you were doing it to a kobold.
Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Man, how far back does that go? Holy shit.
So I searched the body. No, I'm going to actually... I'm actually going to cast Spare the Dying and at least prevent Warden from making death saving throws. So at least he's stable at this point.
Okay,
Yay.
so as he's laying prone, Flint, you and Sirkin have made yourselves readily visible to the individual with the bow. 1, 2, 3 for Sirkin. Sorry, Flint. 15
15 will hit.
for 7 points of piercing damage. As you lay over Warren, you take this arrow in the back.
Oh, I think that arrow on the back is actually going to put me on top of Warden because I am down.
You hear this laughter. Stubby.
I am going to attack the buff kobold again with my short bow.
Okay,
14.
we'll miss.
Okay.
Wait, is he hidden? Does he have advantage?
You're still hidden, right? Yeah, go ahead and make it.
Yeah.
Roll it with advantage.
With advantage. Okay. $19 with advantage.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. And I hit him for 8 points of damage.
He's still rocking.
Okay.
He's not dead, but he's still going strong. Is there anything else you want to do?
Cunning action. I'm going to attempt stealth again.
Okay, go ahead.
18.
The hard 20. And the other one, they both see you, by the way. There he is. I know we're going to get him. Don't worry.
Don't get his
In fact,
ass.
why don't you go ahead and go up there and get him now? You see the other kobold go up there with his spear that has seen you, closes the distance, and attacks you with his spear. 12.
He's going to miss.
He bangs the spear against the side of the cavern. Just can't seem to make it happen. Warren, Back from
I
the
mean-
dead.
Oh, so I have 1 hit point now?
Flint gave you
He used-
spare the dying.
Right,
Yeah.
which stabilizes me but does not heal me.
Okay, so you're stable. You don't have to. You no longer have to make death saves. So you're
I
at 0 at
am
this point.
being a paperweight on the ground.
Okay, with another paperweight atop of you.
On top of you, yeah.
Again, I don't think we know each other well enough for this.
Sirkin. All hell seems to be breaking loose in this cavern right now.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the kobolds has actually closed the distance and began to attack Stabi, who is literally about 5 feet in front of you.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna drop my short bow, pick up my short swords again. Try to get next to Stabby. I don't know if I have enough movement to actually try to strike.
You got half movement, so you should be able to close the distance.
All right. Would I be able to hit them with both short swords or just one?
Just one.
Okay. That'll be 19.
19's gonna hit. Yes.
3 points of damage.
He takes it. Still looking good though. Griswold, you're down at the far end where this fork is at. Go ahead and make a perception check.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, I have advantage on perception that relies on smell. So I guess
Okay.
I'm different
Go
for
ahead.
kobolds. Okay, that was better. My first roll wasn't great. What is a bear's perception? Okay, so that is 19.
19. The whole passage smells clear. You no
Okay.
longer smell the kobolds in the area. What else would you like to do?
Then I want to
You hear the sounds of
barreling my way.
slaughter behind you. So,
Yeah, start barreling my way towards my allies.
okay.
And I'm gonna let out like a bear's roar so that they know that I'm potentially might run them over as I try to get to the enemy.
Okay. So you close the distance back to where you originally were, unless you want to double move.
I can double move. I'll double move.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't used an action. I might as well.
So you're basically standing right over Flint and Warren, right at the curvature where the passage goes south, and from there you can see one of the kobolds engaged with Stubby at this
All
time.
right. I think I'm drooling a little bit.
And Sirkin,
over
too.
Flint with like kobold blood.
Flint, I need you to make
It's
a
gonna
death
be a
save.
bitch to get out of your hair.
Yeah. 17.
17, good pass.
He'll knot up the beard.
Well, look at all these guys just lining up for me. Who do I have down that hallway? I've got Stubby and Sirkin. 1, 2, 3 for Stubby. Sirkin. This arrow comes screaming down the hallway at you from the individual you just shot and rams into the ceiling above you. Stubby.
I'm going to take a combat action to disengage.
Okay.
Is that a dex?
You just do it.
Okay, so I
You
disengage.
just do that, right, Warren?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can just spend an action to disengage. And so you can move this round without provoking any attacks of opportunity.
Exactly. Yep. So I'm going to take my combat action as a disengage, and then I'm going to dash 25 feet away.
Okay, so
closer.
that could actually bring you up and around the corner.
25 feet. How far is Cocaine Bear from me?
Let's see if I can show you something here. No, I really showed you too much. You see that right there?
Yeah.
That's where you guys are. Down in that little area down below, that's where the boss dude is at, and that's the curvature.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, down by the prostate there.
Yeah, right by the taint. You guys are at the taint at this point right now. So you managed to go up and around the corner,
Okay.
leaving Sirkin by himself. Good job.
I mean, Sirkin's a big boy. He hasn't fallen down yet.
I'm
He's
getting
a
there.
tough man.
You're not listening to the past episodes? What are you talking about?
The strong man.
You don't want a third dead character.
So that's what you do is you go up and around. And what else did you want to do?
No, I was still asking, how far is Griswold from me?
He's right around
I haven't
the corner.
dashed yet. I haven't
He's
dashed.
right around the corner.
Okay.
So, and Warren and Flint are right at the top of the corner that looks straight back down into that room.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still gonna dash away from the kobold that's close to me.
Okay. Sirkin, you have been left alone in this hallway with one kobold. He pulls his spear back and thrusts forward with a 19 on the die
What?
for 9 points of damage.
Ugh.
Okay, Sirkin is now down.
Griswold.
All right.
Come on, Griswold, you're our only hope.
Everyone
You're
else is down, right? So I can just walk over them.
You got Warren down, Flint down, and Sirkin down. You see Stubby looking, saying, "It's all good. Everything's fine. A-okay. How you doing, man?
I'm a little
You got room on your
disturbed
back
that-
to ride out of here?"
I'm a little disturbed that Stabby is one of the only ones up. I
Okay.
feel like something's gone horribly, horribly wrong with our plan here.
Oh, that's cunning action for you.
I am barely past Stevie to at least attack the last kobold that I know about.
Okay. So you could go around the corner and you could peer around the corner. You see Sirkin at the foot of this kobold. You see Stubby at the corner, panting, trying to call in an airdrop. And you know that somewhere deeper in that cavern, there's another kobold that's firing arrows downrange.
How far away do I feel like that one is?
Which one?
Can I make a sniff test
For which one? There's two
for
of
the
them.
one that's firing arrows?
Okay.
Let's see here.
Well, I'll just give you it because I know when Stubby peered around, he told you how far down. It's about 25 feet down that passageway to where it then opens up a little wider. So you know
Okay.
somewhere between where you are and 25 feet, that's where this guy's at.
All right. I am going to. This may be a mistake, but I'm going to trust Stubby to take care of the last small kobold.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I am going to go after this one that's taking pot shots because he might just knock out Stabby anyway.
Okay, now you have to pass the one.
I have to pass which one?
The soldier one to get to the bigger one.
I thought it like branched off a little bit. If he's on the way, I might as well attack him on the way, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have to attack him. Let me show you again what it looks like here.
Yeah.
You see that little passageway?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pass that guy to get down in there.
Okay. Then I am going to go up to him and then attack him.
Okay. Because otherwise you're gonna get an attack of opportunity as you go past him.
All right. So this one might not hit. This is a what do we got here? This is a 13 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. Hopefully this is okay. This is better. So that is a 17 to hit.
That's gonna hit, babe.
All right. That is 11 points of slashing damage.
Ooh, 11 points. His shit looks rocked in. Looks like he's barely standing, but yet he still seems capable to some degree.
All right.
You hear
Still
this.
happy to finish him off, but it's all bare grunts.
You hear the stretch of this bowstring draw tight and fire down the passageway at you, Griswold, for a 24 to hit.
Yep.
For 4 plus 4, 5 points of damage
Okay.
as this thing hits you.
All right.
Stubby.
Hey, how far
Exit's
is
clear for escape, man.
Oh. Okay, how far is the kobold from me? The closest kobold from me now?
He's back around the corner about 10 feet, right in front of Griswold. Koosh, you got to change your name, man. Holy shit! I keep looking at your
didn't
name.
I didn't realize that was a thin thread keeping this game running.
Is the kobold in from
You
where
broke
I'm at?
my immersion here.
Is the kobold in front of me, or is Griswold?
Griswold's in front of you, so he's behind partial cover because he wouldn't pass the kobold without incurring an attack of opportunity.
Do you have
Okay.
a dagger, Stabby?
Yes, I do.
Throw it.
You're dead. You can't tell me what to do.
You're not my mom.
So I'm going to take
The ghost of Christmas Past's advice, or what?
well, he's still under cover. He's still half cover.
Mhm.
So
with
whether
my
I do
body.
a bow or a dagger, I'm going to have a disadvantage to hitting him. So I'm gonna attempt to attack him with my short bow.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage.
That's a 9.
That's the answer. 9.
9.
Okay. I'm gonna take my cunning action and go stealth. I rolled an 18.
18. You're good to go. The one that is directly in front of you, Griswold, attacks you for a 8.
8 to hit?
8 to hit. Will
No,
miss.
that won't make it.
Well, Warren, is there anything you can do?
Unless I specifically receive magical healing, I am unconscious for the next 1d4 hours.
Sirkin, make a death save.
Okay.
Oh,
13.
13?
Yep.
Good. Griswold.
those death saves are going better than usual.
Yeah.
All right, I am going to bite this kobold. Hopefully, I take his head off this time. 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Okay, great. 8 points of piercing damage.
Describe for me another one of your annihilations.
Let's just rip off the arms with my teeth.
Both arms with one teeth.
No, just go at it twice.
So
Two
that,
arms,
that
one tooth.
frees up the space for you to move forward if you wish to.
Yeah, I have 40 feet of movement, so I am going to move forward as far as I can. Hopefully, I can reach this next one.
Okay. Yeah, you'll make it to him at that point.
Okay, I will use the claws of my multi-attack.
Oh shit, I forgot
Two.
about that.
Swing at this guy. Oops, those are the wrong dice. That's 13. Probably gonna miss.
That is going to miss.
All right.
Is that all you got?
Yep.
Flint. Death save.
That is a 3.
3. 1 save, 1 fail. The kobold in front of you, Griswold, drops his bow, draws a dagger, and attempts to attack you with it. For a 19 on the die, for 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Stabby.
I'm going to attempt to attack the kobold with my short bow again. Griswold is still partial cover on
Yes.
this, right? Okay, rolling disadvantage. Rolled a 16.
That hits.
Okay, and I do 6 points of piercing damage.
Do you do sneak attack?
You would have sneak attack, I think.
Stabby. Describe for me how you kill this kobold leader.
I take a little extra time on my aim, and I'm aiming for right between the kobold's eyes.
It's a tough shot to make, especially with this big fucking bear in your way. But you manage to sail this arrow past it. Your target finds purchase. Done. Griswold, you see this kobold just drop right in front of you. the whole tunnel's quiet at this point. Literally, more than 50% of your group is down.
One final sniff test to see if I can find a kobold. And
Okay.
then drop a bear port. 17.
17, you don't smell any kobold at all, other than dead kobold.
Okay. Yeah, I drop bear form.
Okay. So you see Flint laying atop of Warren in an unusual clam type position.
Oh no, another
Hey.
team.
You
had
see
gone wrong.
Sirkin dead, dying, saving, trying to save. You see
Oh yeah.
Stabi.
How many saving throws are left?
Flint has one more.
I got one
We're
more.
gonna keep going. You don't have to make any. Sirkin, you need to make a saving throw at this point.
Okay. 5.
5. So we got each of them have one pass and one fail.
Okay. I want to make a medicine check on one of them. Whichever one is closer to me, I guess, is the first one.
That would be Sirkin.
Okay. I'll try to make a attempt a medicine check on Sirkin to stabilize him. Okay, that is not the best roll, but I have decent medicine, so that is 13.
So you managed to stabilize him.
Okay. And then
Stabi. Let's go with Stabi. What do you want to do?
Who did he stabilize?
He stabilized Sirkin. Flint is still not out of the woods right now.
All right, so I'll do the same. I'll attempt a medicine check to stabilize Flint. That is a 16.
Okay. Flint, you are stabilized as well.
All right.
So now you have 3 individuals that are down at 0 HP. Stabi, Griswold. I mean, you guys probably aren't going to carry them out.
no.
So we're going to have to find out what to do next session.
I take a short rest.
Oh, whatever. Good
Use
luck
their
with
body
it.
for fire.
That's right. Put another flint on the log, will you?
By the
Thank you for joining us once again on Roll the Hard 20 podcast. Remember, you can find us and subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, and iHeart Radio. And if you like what you're hearing, please leave us that 5-star review. You could also contact the show directly at rollthehard20podcast@gmail.com or head on over to the website at rollthehard20podcast.com. And be sure to check out the galleries. We got a lot of really interesting stuff posted there. And finally, join us on our Patreon page at patreon.com/rollthehard20podcast. There are ways for you to help out the show and pick up swag. So until next session, keep your dice warm and your glass full as you roll those hard 20s.